How you? You will lay a desire. Then I'd wear drag power. President Gay, via get together, this again. I say, oh, me, I'm right. And by doing you, I'm a portrait of my trade there, when you'll learn it goes away. Alas, I will that you are not, we say you. Papa Mora get up when anywhere, Mamba Sivole. Sivole. L'arrangeur parmi national, très trop fort. Puis à quoi ben moi passer so que des du oja. À moi ça il faut. Bien bio. Do ben yo ba pour mon yao. Papa n'y guitare, petit, blazo fait son nid. Kaidaka. Bena paya posa gogo mambo panjagu Apo blo akafwe Wa posa nyoka fwe Pe afonte mwa bandi yo kwa kle yukiyen Nyonjo si mwen Posko kata tuyo kwe atrinyo diyo wan Emo o Nese tokan Is a poco where they play. Go on, yeah, I can't salute. Post to a gather to your way, I think on the one. Emo, Nesetoka. Now, with is a poco where they play. Go on, yeah, can you get? Now, conquering your bed when I know sound simply a name. Yeah, I do. Let's do what you just grab it to work on. Now you're working. Are you now? Taibo Bodachi, I know we say you over. I want to your Kabana, need a boy and well. And yes, I'm going to buy the good mwege. Hey, Imo, am I gay? One of what I want, I guess me, I'm done, and it well. Oh, ow. Bobo that you are not with you. So I get them for when you never go. Netoni and Rayo. Hey, are you? Opo Grega say, oh, yeah, I'm a cocky labor. Kaidaka, when it was to work, I go to let you know halfway. I just see how. This is what I say. Taibo, yeah, la loi de mon pays, moi ne mon télé c'est by Botiamu, Tanyada. Planning papa, Pinegation, Baka on lague, des poésies pour des PSI, des derniers sites de Yoganapania, dans ce beau poisson de Pressio, Mango, Palipo, Tekiano, and I will say you over. I will. Saibo. Tu as bien gardé le réseau, c'est. I just want to lay a bad one out from your CEO. Okay, wait, Ivo, Saibo Boba. And they didn't go from Rock, John B. Banglo. On the Kriana walk like a bad day, the noir. It was a was. So, no one can actually stand the soule. Say. Bobo that you know, and we say you over. I'm not in it. So, I know Russell, K-Bay, Russell. South Africa, your fault, your way. Thank you for your work, and my one. I'm the Pope on your woman. Don't finish it, I say, oh, Claudio. Say, back in where we are coming. Say, Bobo that you know, and we say you over. Aba pepo swelu ninde swelu Kwa muzelu manje dota siko bala Kabo jowa se Pepo swelu muzo bluke Say ya rin se Panye ino Gen mwande ye Nyok mamble yo se mamble ya na o Ari wo ase o Panye Amo amora da o Saibo de kiano ana wise yiwo. Agbeso rulo di yo maye. So pelu ni we. Saibo ba. Saibo de kiano ana wise yiwo de. Mon pop man dans le mel lui dans yo we do jeru. Maye no ase o. Ise mayo. That was why you so wonbo panye. Amora junior la se.
Ouais, il a fait une chanson à Mobile Production, voilà. Et Mobile Production, c'est une structure qui est créée pour les jeunes qui sont dans le guémon, pour les jeunes de l'US et tout. Mobile Production est là pour produire les jeunes talentueux, cachés, que les gens ignorent. Donc notre devoir, c'est de produire des talents cachés. Alors, il a fait un son pour Mobile Production.
Arrangé Eric Glodé, le don de Dieu pour la musique de l'Ouest. Je te détesterai jamais, jamais, au grand jamais. Mobile Production, Abia Dia Oboa, Amunyadro, moi et toi Pierre. Moye, Pierre, moye, Pierre, moye, à toi Pierre Dia Wele, Pierre, moye, ah Pierre, to Piero so prononcé, a to Piero di avere, a Cosia o, moye, Piero moye, Mosa bossa icon, moye, Piero di mowere, Manoyemo, a Piero di mowere, Manoyemo, Piero, bebe, ha, di avere, Piero moye, to Piero moye, Robero di avereba, la poche di avere, soy no dunnemble, mobli amado let's apple, chiamone chipagnon mawaja chipagnon chia, plebone na kanyopo, siabu tiena, de kanywe, kanyon de koge, se perdu pleya. Piero moye, Piero moye, Piero moye, Mogiarwa, Oyawesa, moye, Jiblo, no pigeon boba, Yeruno, ma boye, Piero, Piero moye, Mobile Production. Topie Mobile Production, assez au clano. Yahweh a quel homme le côté. Piero moye, Piero moye, Piero moye, Ericona, Piero moye, ah Chalicona, Piero moye, a to Piero moye. Ah, yeah, Piero, moye, Erico Jato Piero, Mare Bomo Jato Piero, Erico de Bomo Jato Piero, Miamo Daka, Jolico, and you will pass, Opa, Yede, Yanni, Blake Bracket, Yao, another bro, Ajabe, Atia. Ke abudi ye ono homono ne ka double ye so bo so mo so ble so danyo paseble asenyo na yeta esa ye di bo sanere e to Piero jawe ke to Piero point so we ke to Piero igwa mo pa kaya no e ka sene la taya mo la osiane to Piero ki apa ide papa ko Piero a to Piero moye Mara Yaro moye, yaro moye, ese Sonia Boutier, aseo. Mama Sableye Angela Wene, ye bobo pambla brille Angela Wene, nama bobo pambla brille Angela Wene, Angela Dio, macha pa ke yo, daria Dio. Moye Angela moye, ah mama mo kembla, ya mama kembla de, where you? Ah, je sais ma Jackie, je sais, maman je sais Tania Kyoto. Manda Nicolas, même au Tia, Manda Nicolas, Tania, Nicolas, Breto Yamo, au Tuachi, Naïpo de Wenge, Blanc, la Chili, Agia, Agia, Moye, Yaro Moye, 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 Yaro Moye, Moye, Ale, Moye, Moye.
Good evening, folks. Samson to LIBERIA Radio. We're here again to demonstrate again tonight what we can do and what we're able to do on LIBERIA Radio. Thank Mr. Soul. We want to thank you very much for coming in this evening. It was a wonderful, wonderful show. We want to thank Mr. Soul very much. Thank the LIBERIA Radio staff as well. Say thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Safety. It's Friday afternoon. You work so hard. You want to wind down, which is fine. You're allowed to do that. Did I say allow? Who am I to allow? Samson, so please put yourself together. What do you mean allow? You do whatever you want to do. However, those of us that love you, we are your family members. All we're asking is that be careful this weekend. Be careful. Keep yourself alive. Do whatever you can to make sure you're able to stay with us. Safety. Don't drink and drive. Do not drink and drive. They don't have palm wine in the country. There's no palm wine here. So don't tell me, say, I'm drinking palm wine. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. The thing about this drinking and driving is very simple. You can hurt yourself. You can hurt someone else. You can hurt your loved one. And those kinds of stuff, once they get on your mind, you're going to be disturbed for the rest of your life. Okay? So those are the kind of things that we continue to preach against. You want to drink? When you go into a party, the way I always explain it, you have to go to a party tonight. If you must, that's fine. So you get up for work, you're ready by this time, you're getting ready to go to a party. Samson told sure it's nothing to you. You're going to go to a party. That's fine. But when you get to this party, find out who's hosting the party. Give the person your keys. Give the person your $30 or $40 and say, look, every week the price goes up. And say, look, here's my keys. Here's the $30 or $40. I'm here tonight. I want to drink. I want to enjoy myself. But in case I get drunk, please find me Uber. Call Uber for me to take me home. And here's another thing. When I get drunk, I don't know what might happen, but I might be cursing you to give me my key. I'll be saying all kind of nasty things. Please don't get angry with me and give me the key. At that time, at this point now, you're not drunk yet. You're being very sincere with this person. So if the person, if he's a decent person as well, he will understand it. He say, okay. So he take your money and the keys. You come by, you start cussing, all kinds of cuss. He said, my man, I'm not giving you the key. I will put you in a cab and take you. And if the person is so concerned about you alone being in a cab, he can also go with you with Uber. Okay? So those are the kinds of arrangements you make. But why do all that? If you want to drink, you come from work, stop at a whatever area, liquor store, whatever, buy yourself a liquor you want to drink. Come to your house, turn on LIBERIA Radio. Samson told telling you all kinds of nyama things, and you're ready to throw the bottle at Samson too, because he's talking all kinds of stuff that are not. But guess what? You're home. If liquor is too much for you, you will lay down in your bed. Please, even if you're involved in any kind of mishap, that you're okay. The police pull you over. They're going to suspend your license. And you need the license to support your family. Not only here, but back home. Because that's what we do. There's no many jobs in Liberia. You know that already. So you hear people counting on you. Please. And this thing gets on your record, they're difficult to get out. You're in school. What will happen if they take the car away from you? You can't go to school. You're working. You got family here, little kids, young people, and you're drinking. And if they suspend your license, first thing your job going to find out, and they're going to get rid of you. Because a lot of people looking for a job. They're not brown to a factory for me to call them and say, no, that's my father's factory. You're putting me back. I can't do that. So the best thing that I can do as brother and sister to all of us will just continue to tell you, please behave yourself, enjoy yourself, and let us have a good, wonderful, wonderful Friday. So wonderful thing. I'm going to be utilizing the bowl again this evening. But before I do that, I too am a political junkie. I will spend at least 5 minutes of the things that is happening in Liberia. My own opinion going to come out. You might not like it. That's okay with me. That's okay with me. But I have to say that. One last thing before I take my seat here. Please, whatever you do, make sure in your car you have water, blanket, and of course, flashlight at all times. Night, day, it doesn't matter. Because you never know when these things going to be happening. This is Samson Toe, safety tape on LIBERIA Public Radio. Let's get it together. Let's go. Let's go. I'm all excited tonight. Okay, so let's get it together. Oops, as usual, I will go on here with my usual activities of how I start my show. And if you're joining up for the first time, I have a means of starting my show here. And let's go ahead and start the show the way that I usually start it. Okay, it's a very, very, very simple start. Okay, it's a very simple start. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, this is Samson to LIBERIA Public Radio. I want to welcome you again here on LIBERIA Public Radio. Let's have fun again tonight and see how best we can handle ourselves. These are things that are going on right now in Liberia that we think we must be able to explain to our brothers and sisters from time to time. I'm not going to put picture up, but before I do that, I want people to see my picture, my starting picture of Dr. Weir during the campaign. So if you get tired with it, that's okay with me. This is what I want to show. Okay, so this is Dr. Weir during the election, and this is why I still believe that Dr. Weir is fixated on the road construction in Liberia. Let's watch.
Let's make sure you do that same thing for you can hold. We're going to junior that before. No, I beg you. Let's make sure you do that same thing for you can hold.
And when the station manager call, I better answer. I told you guys before, Nathaniel Christ watching. So he just called me to point out a few things to me, and I have to answer because that's his station manager. If I don't answer Nathaniel Cryport today, he will shut me down. I definitely don't want to be shut down. So Nathaniel, thank you very much. They say Raku no. I'll leave that one with you. By the way, I'm going to be showing you another video here, which is the video for Ghana, folks. And I will continue to show you these things so that these things, because the more information you get, at least you will try to determine which way you want to go. Because right now the confusion in Liberia, the situation in Liberia is getting tense. And those of us that have the opportunity to speak to our people, we must be calm. We must be calm because things are not going the way they're supposed to go. So by me showing you these type of video, perhaps the jealousy in you of seeing Ghana improving while we're fighting among ourselves, who's going to go to meeting and who's not going to go to meeting, for me, they're not that much important. These are the kinds of stuff that are important. These are the things that you need to understand in order to improve your life of the people in Liberia. The people are doing this in Ghana. Where is your pride as Liberian? That's why. Let's show it.
Afrikiko Junction, Accra, Tema Motorway. Apollo in the Western region. The police is watching you. Over 1,000 of these cameras have been installed at strategic locations across the country. These cameras have made police surveillance more effective and giving a boost to fighting crime. Playbacks have also been very useful. In this particular case, investigation into a road accident.
Good morning, police emergency. How may I assist you?
These cameras are operated from emergency command centers in Accra, Kumasi, and Tamale that are now receiving a record number of calls.
When the call comes in, the system automatically generates a case form.
The case form is meant to solicit the essential information required from the caller. If it is a motor accident, are there any persons injured? If it is a robbery, are the robbers armed? And so on. All calls can be traced to where they are made. In case a call drops, the operator can call back. Once a call is processed, the information is sent to the dispatch section for patrol teams in the field. One challenge are prank calls that divert attention from real emergencies.
Prank calls must stop. In a genuine emergency, you may not be able to access our emergency command center.
Locating crime scenes promptly is another. Many houses and dwellings in Ghana are located on unnamed streets. This is being addressed by the new GPS address system, which is an integral part of the new emergency response system.
This command center is a milestone along the way of the transformational agenda that the Ghana Police Service has launched. The Ghana Police Service, as I speak to you, is about total number strength of 33,000. For the population of Ghana, the minimum strength should have been 56,000. At 33,000, the police to civilian ratio is 1:848, which is far lower than the UN minimum of 1:500. Therefore, the result to the digital intervention is meant to ameliorate or to mitigate the defect or deficiency or the deficit, which stands at 23,000 police personnel. This intervention, which is going to make it easier for the police to monitor crime and make it easier for people in need to get in touch, therefore making it more efficient for them to check crime,
it's a welcome intervention.
Afrikiko Junction.
Samson Toll, LIBERIA Radio. Let me now give my own 2 cents to the saga that is happening in Liberia. This is what I want to say to that. Like I said, I'm a political junkie as well. I'm a Liberian. I have my own opinion, and I'm allowed to express it. You can condemn it, accept it, reject it. It's up to you. You're allowed to make your own, to form your own opinion. That's fine. So, same thing with me. Quite recently, there has been a lot of things that are coming out of Liberia. You know where I stand with Front Page Africa. I believe Front Page Africa, I believe strongly that Front Page Africa and Randy Share, they are people that we need in Liberia. Front Page Africa, as I stated before, and Randy Share like a double-edged sword. One minute, they come at you with whatever they deem to be facts. And sometimes we don't like it. Sometimes we don't like it. Because why would you write something about Samson Toll so degrading? It's, yeah, I might not like it. But that doesn't mean these people are bad. You might call them paid journalists or whatever name you want to call them. For me, they're news. I'm old enough. I think with the little intelligence that I have, I can make my own decision based on what I'm reading. I can read and see the words that are being utilized in the article will inform my intelligence or intelligence, whatever you want to call it, will allow me to come up with a conclusion. Because I think I can read with understanding. Then you will say, but Mr. Toll, there are those who do not know how to read. That's fine. My problem that I have with this front page and the whole I call it press union of Liberia issues is this. I've been reading myself. I read every day about it. But I'll just make sure comment on this here. If Eugene Nabwe, Minister Nabwe come down and say something bad about press union of Liberia, it's a minister of information. Until he comes out and say we're going to deny press coverage of anything, then I believe the press union can come out and get in. Because then he's trying to curtail the press freedom. But if he come out and call press union name, or even call the president of press union name, for me, I said for me, it doesn't matter. Because the press union of Republic of Liberia is an entity. It's not a family farm. The press union is a union that most press people in Liberia belong to. So if Minister Nabwe come out and say press union is nothing in a place, do you know how long press union been existing? That Minister Nabwe voiced, he calling press union for nothing. People in that will break press union down. You know how many problems press union has been facing in its history? You know how many people of press union have gone to jail because of their belief in the freedom of press? That Minister Nabwe, one line will break press union down? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I truly believe that the press union of Liberia, just like what I believe about Front Page, they're also there to do a job. Now, we're all human beings. Don't get me wrong. We're all human beings. You can say something to me here and that might get me angry because I'm a human being. I understand that. Because the press union of Liberia and the people who represent the press union of Liberia are doing their best to make sure Liberia get a positive image. And if something is wrong, something is not right in the government, it is the duty of the press to report it, even if it's not true. The government also have the responsibility not to engage the press in courthouses and what have you, but you come out and explain what is happening. These little monkey ponytail stuff, writing like I'm doing an engineering board, that's not gonna cut it. If the press union or even the front page Africa accuse certain person of investment, and the person know they have not done that, they have two choices. One is come out publicly, explain yourself, invite the press, let them ask you genuine question, and you answer it truthfully, or you go to court. But here's the issue with going to court. If you're minister I call it minister of finance, for example, and you're being accused of certain activities, you go to court. If Liberia justice system, if it's straight, they will ask you that you and your organization will have to open your book to them. Okay, you can't do anything else, and you're gonna have to show to the judge, because they also have the right to defend themselves. And what if this is the only way they have to defend themselves? So you're gonna have to defend them. I mean, you're gonna have to defend yourself. But they will ask you to open your book. More questions gonna be asked. Are you prepared to open a Liberian Popular book? I don't think so. Okay? So these are the kinds of stuff that we continue to say. If the people write something that you don't like I said, two choices: go to court or you explain yourself. Another thing here, this pro-poor agenda that Samson told promoting every day, day in, out, every time. It's not like I don't have nothing else to do. First thing is this: let's get one thing straight. I'm not here looking for a job. Yeah, it's what I'm doing. The reason why I pay a lot of money for the board, the reason why I pay a lot of money for LPR, pay a lot of money for all these equipment, is for me to show how these things are done. It's not for me to show because I want a job. Because whatever that I'm going to be doing here, I bet you if you were to hire me, I'm not even going to do that. So it's not about job. But for me to contribute, I can stay right here in Sacramento and contribute. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay? Okay? So these are the kinds of stuff I want people to listen to. The Press Union of Liberia, number one, is why are you boycotting certain things? There's no reason, as far as I see it, to boycott a meeting. If they ask for a meeting, if the government of Liberia asks for a meeting, you go and hear what they say. That doesn't mean that whatever that's going to be stated in that meeting will conclude. Whatever you have to say will be the final. Press Union in Liberia is stronger. Press Union in Liberia is more stronger than any other entity. These people write. And the government's not stupid. They're quite aware. You can't fight a battle with the press. You will lose. You're not going to win. Because they can write. So even if they invite you to a conference or whatever, why will we say no? I'm boycotting. Because if you boycott anything, obviously you don't want to hear what the other person have to say. And if you don't want to hear what the other person have to say, you too don't want the person to hear what you have to say. What do we end? If they call you to a meeting and you have an issue, you express yourself. That was the perfect place for the press union to be and express themselves about Minister Eugene Nabwe making such a statement. That was the perfect place for the press union to express themselves in front of the president. So, Mr. President, The statement the minister made, we frown on it. You're not in any position to demand somebody resignation. These people, the minister, then you know that they serve at the will and pleasure of the president. It's not because Samson told don't like them or he says something about Samson told, therefore the person must leave. You can't demand those kinds of stuff. Because if you demand it now, at what point will you stop? If the people you're demanding these things from, if they agree, tomorrow somebody else will say something. Do you expect other people who the statement might have been affected to say that person will resign? But you go and express yourself, your displeasure as an adult, your displeasure. Because the kind of work you people are doing in Liberia, as I was there, I saw it. It's unbelievable. And we all in the diaspora, we appreciate it. Every one of us that consider ourselves political junkie, we truly, truly appreciate it. Especially me. I go to work, lunchtime, all I do is read newspaper about Liberia. You keep informing us. Even with all of the wrangling that is going on, threats and what have you, you continue to inform us. You're very powerful. But the power that comes with the press freedom must also be utilized responsibly. We cannot say because we have the power of the pen, therefore you must do this. These people were elected. I keep saying that. They were elected. And they must exercise the constitutional mandate. Because if we get to understand these things, then we will do better. Here's another example. Dr. Weah and his people continue to go around and build roads. If we don't understand each other, the people that are there, Dr. Weah is not an engineer. Dr. Weah is not a construction person. There are certain people that are responsible for that. But with the press union is already occupied with anger because Minister Eugene Nabwe makes such a statement. How else will you write now? Your job, and that's what I love Ranish here. He continued to inform us with all the threats. He continued to inform us. This man put his life on the line just so that we will get information about Liberia. Then why can we not appreciate men like that? Why can we not appreciate men like that? How many of us will put our life on the line just to inform our brothers and sisters of what's happening? And the information sometimes we reject it. He knows it. Ronnie Shea is quite aware that when he puts something out there, not 100% going to be accepted. He knows that. But it is his responsibility to put it out. And it's also the reader's responsibility either to reject it or to accept it. Even if you don't accept it in its totality, you can always take something out of it. So all of this wrangling that is happening in Liberia, they are not good for us. I will continue. Whenever these things happen, I will take the airway and plead to my brothers and sisters in Liberia to see reason for us to let those who are responsible for certain items to carry on those responsibilities. The press union is responsible to give us information. Let them do their work. The situation started when Ronnie State started writing. And the first thing is, he was not responsible, he was lying. Prove that he's lying. You're going to take him to court, do so. But if you go to court, be prepared to open your book. And if you're not going to go to court, let Rani Shea write and you come and defend yourself. Because if somebody make accusation against me and I'm not guilty, you have the podium. The Minister of Finance can go to Minister of Information and stand in front of the podium for hours, and he will demand the press respect, and they will respect him. So all of you, you have the means to explain yourself. The international community that you're complaining, the men spoiling your knees, ruining your reputation. It's a thing, international community. If you open your mouth, they listen to you. But instead, we want to start this and that, making statement, reckless statement that is not going to help us. And then the president called for a meeting, my understanding, and certain people in the president don't want to go to the meeting. First of all, let's understand this. Mr. Nagbe has a freedom of expression. He has a free will to express himself the way he sees fit. But his expression, the manner of expression, if it violates other people's constitutional right, that person must challenge Minister Nagbe. And I understand that. But we can't continue to fight among ourselves and think say things gonna just be all dukry, hungry, whatever it is. That's my take for the afternoon. Thank you, Samson Tor. I'll show you something else now. Okay, this now is Dr. Weir at the delegation process the other day on the road. Let me show you. And the reason I'm showing you this is some of the things that I'm talking about, the conflict, about the confusion. Because this is not what the president's supposed to be saying. These are things that if these things are done correctly, this process that I'm about to show you should have been taken care of a long time ago. Those who are responsible to build these roads, before you even start that, the first thing you do, you identify the community leaders. You don't go, and I know how the thing come up because I saw it. I stuck about it from day one. You remember when Dr. Weir went to the Doe community when they have all the pothole filled with water and he has to drive through? And my comment was, if I were there as a minister or assistant minister, whatever it is, that whole place, I would have pumped the water out and Dr. Weir would have started walking from the main road to come to the area where you're gonna have a function. But you had to ride in the car because the water was all over. That was my comment. Go look at my video. So those who were responsible, firstly, in order for you to do these kinds of work, the community must be part of the process. Because if the community feel that this thing belongs to them, they will take good care of it. You can come into next person's house, give him whatever you want to give him, as long as that person does not feel invested in that process. Forget it. You're going nowhere. Why you think people who have education, why you think they cherish the education? Because it's an investment that they themselves have made. Not necessarily financial investment, but the time. And so when you try to criticize their education, they take it very seriously because they know they have invested in it. So anything you do, especially in a community like Doe community, there should have been series of meeting, town hall meeting, calling the community together. We're going to put a road here. Even before the president make that announcement that day, you call the community together. I'm not too sure. Maybe it happened. It didn't. I don't know. But you have a conversation with the community. You identify the leadership from the Ministry of Public Works. People come from the Ministry of Public Works. People come from Finance Ministry. People come from some police, Justice Ministry. And you have a meeting with the people in that community and express to them, you're going to put a role. But the important of giving them a role and the important of making sure the role is maintained. I don't believe that happened. The president made an announcement and Public Works took on the process of trying to build. Where is the communication process? Here in this country, if you're going to put a bridge, a road, even if the community where you're going to put it, if it's 2, 3, 4 miles down the line, the community that are invited, they have what they call community meeting. And they set aside certain amount of dollars that goes towards that. Public information, they call it. and you go, you do your slideshow, what the road look like now, what it's gonna be when it finish, what the design process is, how many people in that area is going to affect as you're doing the construction, who's going to be affected as you're doing the construction, and what are some of the mitigating factors as the construction is happening. All of those things are laid out, and the community will start asking questions. And believe it or not, as a designer, whenever I go to this meeting, I listen to the community people. Through asking questions will make me to feel, okay, I need to do this. I need to do that as a designer. These are things you need to do. I don't believe if that thing ever happened at Doe community. That's one thing. From the beginning, I told you guys, and I will continue to say, Doe community road, that lasts more than 2 years. I don't think so. I don't think so. Why? I'm not saying that they did corruption and things. That's not even the point that I'm making. They build our road, what, in 3 months? I think it's 2 point something miles. 5,280 feet make 1 mile. Okay? So 2 point something mile. So almost 10,000 mile or something like that. I mean 10,000 feet. Okay? So if you have that, okay, if you have that much length of a road to deal with, and you're building it in 3 months, in the rainy season, my people, and people were saying, yeah, why not? They can build road in the rainy season. Of course you can build road in the rainy season. But not like this. Okay? This is not a kind of road that you want to give the community that you want to build in the rainy season. That's one point. Like I said, I'm going to be going on the board here very shortly, but I have some serious issue with this Doe community road. And the reason, let me make it clear again tonight. Dr. Weir is focused on roads. And I keep playing this video. Not the few days I've been playing the video. Before I even got hold of the video, I used to talk about it. This video, the very first video I show you, where he was walking in the mud, it made him feel, I must, no matter what, until I leave this office, I must alleviate the road business in the country on my people. The people are suffering. And he truly believed that. That's why he's focused on the road business. However, those that are responsible must also have an honest conversation with Dr. Weir. Okay. Here's the other thing here. How many dollars you think the government going to set aside for the Doe community maintenance process? Honestly, think about it. You think the Doe community going to get a certain amount of money every year for maintenance? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't believe that. Because Liberians, the government itself doesn't have that kind of money to have certain money set aside for maintenance. When I mean maintenance, I mean sweeping. When I mean maintenance, I mean making sure if there's a pothole, go there and fix it right away. When I mean maintenance, I'm making sure clean all the pipes. When I say maintenance, make sure all of the drainage is cleaned out every year. Those type of maintenance. Do they have money for that? I don't think so. So when you're building these kinds of stuff, this is my opinion. When you're building these kinds of road for the community, which is excellent, you do like a front end investment. Since you know you don't have that kind of money, build a road to last longer. Build a road to be durable because you don't have money to maintain it. So if you make it stronger, it will last and it's not going to deteriorate immediately. But first, you're not going to provide maintenance money, which I don't believe. I hope they do, but I don't think they will because I don't see it. But you build a road in 3 months. You build a road in rainy season. Mud. and the Dole community is already in a low land. So you didn't even do any kinds of study. Who are those that are going to be affected? How many cars this Dole community is going to be taking? And what is the weight limit that you have? What type of car this road going to be taking? There was no assessment. I don't believe. So since the road is built, that's fine. Now listen, because all of this processes that I just laid out, because they're lacking, listen to the President of the Republic of Liberia telling the Dole community. Now he's bringing it up now. That conversation should have been done long time ago before the process started. But listen now. Now he's opening the road. He realized because the day before opening this road, he went there without notice, people not knowing who he was, and he saw what the people gonna be doing to that road, and it got to him. That was a conversation that should have been happening, that should have been held some 4 or 5 months ago. But he's having it now. Samson to LIBERIA Public. Let's listen.
I just want you to make sure that you take care of this road and you keep it clean. Yesterday, I was here. Yesterday, I drove here. I saw most of you people, nobody knew I was in the car. The place was closed and they want to break it, so I passed around. But what I saw yesterday, it should not be happening here. You see, when someone says development, that means you are developing a change from having developed to develop. So what happened yesterday, the garages, car parking, and no access to road here, you need to encourage your people to not park cars in the middle of the road. I was there yesterday, I watched the game that was playing yesterday. I was here. If you noted, there was one Lexus, one black car was on the road yesterday. I was in that car. So you see, I was here, I was in Lokita, I was around. And all of y'all that using bike to survive, I beg y'all, what I noted yesterday, you should not be doing it. Because we'll ask the police, the safety people to make sure that they summon you. What I saw yesterday, motor welcome from all over the place, they cannot be in line if they are survivor. If the world gave you what you want in life, make sure you do it well. Yesterday, I had to stop a mother bag right there. They have 4 kids for 1-year-old babies. And the guy in the middle, I had to stop the bag and put the children down my head. You see, so sometimes I say to my yesterday, I was not happy yesterday when I came on the community road. Because they park all the keke on the road, people doing garages, and what is wrong. We did not build a road for garage. We build a road so the children can go to school, so the time can go freely. So, if we come back here, the police will be there, anyone. Because the development of brainwash prosperity. Anybody back here, the police will charge you, will pay. So you know that we have to follow the road. So I'm happy today. I just want you.
There you have it. That's the kind of conversation that should have been held 2-3 months ago, where the community will be able to understand the importance of having role by making the community to be part of the process. Identify the community leaders. You know, I keep saying this thing in Liberia. It is not that difficult now to communicate with community. In fact, it's not difficult to communicate with anybody, because every one of those people have a group. You have Pam Pam Boy, they have an organization. You got Keke, have an organization. You got Trucks, have an organization. You got Taxi Driver organization. Market Women organization. So if you want to talk to a group, it's easy. You identify the group leadership and you say you want to talk to them. You think if Dr. Weir or somebody from the Ministry of Public Works have gone to Dole community, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and said the president thinking about putting road here. What are some of the things that you in the community would prefer? Let the community give you some information. Even the president want the role. Let the community give you some information. Based on that information, you tailor the construction, the procedure itself towards the needs of the community. I don't make that happen. The George Weah-led government, the pro-poor agenda is a sweet, sweet agenda. I keep saying it. That pro-poor agenda is a good document. It's a good blueprint. But those who are implementing that agenda must do so with a clear understanding that communication is the key. I'm not talking about communication where the minister or the assistant minister or deputy minister talking about facts and friction and kind of thing. That's not that kind of communication I'm talking about. Go to the community. Once the president explained to public work and said, okay, I want roll on that side, you start doing your investigation. You start doing the groundwork. You go in there and talk to the people. The president, you don't even have to say, what if? Because you don't want to let the cat out of the bag. What if the president want to come here and say you want to put a road here? What are some of the things you want to see out of this road? What are some of the things you want to be done to this road? And they will tell you. They live there. You can't live way ERW Road all the way behind the stadium and then you say you want those community to function the way you want. Those community has their own culture. Each of the community in Liberia, each of them, they have their own way of doing things. For example, you heard the president. People are opening garages on a new road already. Those are the kind of conversations that should have been held a long time ago. You don't just go there and talk. Like I said, let me name it again. Public work going to be there. The police going to be there. Not necessarily their chiefs, but the same people. Public work, police, justice department, lawyer and things like that, so that people constitutional rights are not violated by those of us that are not lawyers. So you have lawyer to stay there and he listen to what you're saying. Because if you say something that is contrary to the Constitution, he will bring you back. That's what I want the lawyer to be present. Okay, so then you start the conversation. Okay, you start the conversation with the community. And they tell you, this is what we have. This is what we want. You know the president already have decided he want to roll on there. Okay, after that, there's those who are responsible will go back to the president and say, this is what the community is saying. And the president will say exactly what he just stated. Because this is why I like this president. He's not somebody from up there. He's from here among us. So he knows exactly why. I bet you right now, if I were to have conversation with Dr. Weah, yeah, my man, yeah. They are checking yesterday. Not easy. He will understand exactly when I say I check it. Forget I check it. My man, those days when we were in a time was suffering, eating hot time biscuit with farina, he know exactly when I say farina. But there are some people in Monrovia that don't even know these things. Hey, my man, when I was going to school, I used to have some kind of shoe. The shoe, you call it, don't leave me this way. He know exactly what the shoes, don't leave me this way. So he know these things. And that's exactly what he was saying there. That your role, you take care of it. Because I came here yesterday, you heard the kind of English he was speaking. I came here yesterday, I saw one man, one boy, he got bicycle, he got all the children there. I said, my man, what wrong with you? Said, put the children down. Because he's speaking their language. The president could be utilized in so many ways. These people are messing up. I'm sorry to say it. The president could be utilized in so many ways. First of all, he's popular. Don't pull him up there. using for people to understand what the government is trying to do. The president can be the messenger. You ready? You pack the stadium and let him stay in the middle of the stadium. What exactly you want out of him? And he will explain to the people, speak their language. Don't go over there and start speaking book. You waste their time. But when you go there, you start talking about Gibraltar, you start talking about Cloud Town, everybody will understand. Yeah, that's why they love him, because he's one of them. What part of it you don't understand, my people? You're wasting your time. If you have interest in the development, genuine development of Liberia, you will make this man to understand the importance of development in a country. Now let me show you another video. Okay, this is the video. Yes. Okay, let me just show you this video. This is the Raw Doe community. Look at it. I know it's kind of funny to look at right now. That's supposed to be a crossing line. Okay, but look at it. It's supposed to be clean. Look at it. It's dirty already. If you look on the edge of that right now, you will see that it's not quite to pad. I don't believe. There's some video that's supposed to be coming, so I'm waiting for that video. Once it come, I will take it up and then show you some part of it. The road is not gonna last. Now, there are fixes. A road like this, you don't have to start all over, but you have to agree that you're gonna spend some more money. You can have that as your base, that surface you're looking at as your base, and make it chip and seal. Cheap but durable. You leave the road like this. Look at some of the tire marks already. Let me show you another one. And I'm doing this. Let me make it clear again, please. I'm not doing it to put people down. I'm showing you these things because I always say these things will not work. So I have to show you why I'm saying they're not going to work. Now, the brothers and sisters that work to build these things, they've done a wonderful job. They work hard. They sweat. So their effort is not like I'm trying to condemn their effort, but I'm just saying the process was not done correctly. Now, let's separate those two. The effort that went into it is different than the process that was demanding the effort. The effort is genuine, but the process is flawed. I want you to get those two things. Okay. Let's look at the other one. Samson told LIBERIA Parado. Okay. Let's look at the other one. Look at this here. Look at this other one. I'm sure it's not done yet. But look at it. Look at the very end of that coming towards us. You see some of that asphalt already falling out? How are you going to compact that area? How? I just don't see it. Maybe they will do something. But if this is the Doe community road that people are talking about, I just got those things from Facebook to them. Maybe it's somewhere in Ghana or some Ivory Guinea or something. I don't know. But if this is the Doe community that people are talking about, then this is not the way it's supposed to be. Okay? Let me show you one more before I go on to my boat this afternoon. Samson to LIBERIA Radio. I just want you to look at this other one. Look at it. Look at it, my friend. Another thing that you will notice, and I want to make a comment, if this is Doe Community Road, when it started, that's exactly the point that I was making, that the road is going to be higher than the surrounding community. The road is going to be higher than the surrounding community, and that's exactly what has happened. But here's the thing that really gets to me when I look at this picture. Look how far the houses are from the road itself. Why are we not thinking safety? So why if somebody live in a young family living there, they have 4 or 5-year-old son, a girl, or daughter, and for some reason the person decides to run out of the road, Where is the safety feature here that will stop this young baby to running out on the road? Why don't we do it think this is something that's supposed to be doing for the community? We're putting something new in there. These are things you're supposed to think about. These are the safety issues you're supposed to be thinking about. But it's not happening. I don't know. Okay, this is Samson Tour. I'm gonna go ahead now and go to my bowl and show you some of the things that I want to talk about tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be drawing on a bowl a piece of land. Let's just say the road between Ganta and Tapeta. Okay. Now I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm just going to show you something. Okay. It's going to be interesting tonight. It's going to be interesting tonight. I hope I don't mess up my mic and what have you tonight. Let me make sure I get hold of it because it's always giving me issue. Okay. While I'm trying to prepare myself, let me play a little music here. Samson to LIBERIA Public Radio. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. My son is helping me, and I told him already he must show my ugly face like that next time. Eh? All the beautiful young girls that I can be watching me, then he's showing my ugly face like that. That's not good. That's not good. I don't want him to show my ugly face. He must show my face, beautiful, handsome face. Did I say beautiful face? Samson too. But I want him to show my face. He must show the ugly face. I told him, I said, next time, I told him already. I said, Nathaniel cried, Paul say, the next time you show my ugly face, he will fire you. And he knows it. He knows the conversation I have with him. So he's not going to show my ugly face again. But anyway, folks, on a serious note, Samson told LIBERIA Public, let's go ahead and start the process. Come and join with me. Samson told. But ST, let me no stay with the camera, but let me dance. Don't zoom me in. My face not cool. I got cool face. Okay, folks, Samson told LIBERIA Public Radio. Let's stop all the dancing and get serious here. ST, can you zoom in a little bit more on the ball? Or it's just too much? Let me see if I can fix the light. Okay. All right. Let's put the lights. Let's try to take the lights out of there as much as possible. All right. The other light. I gotta make my light that's strong so people can. But I don't even know if you can see. You know what I'm saying? Can you zoom in on the board? Let's see. Let me write something and you zoom in. They can't even see. Let's go in the corner here. Can you zoom in and see? Okay. All right. Okay. That's fine. All right. Welcome, folks. Samson to La Brompa Burrito. Let's do this. Okay. Let's suppose, like I said, we're going from Ganta to Tapeta. Okay. So I'll show you a little bit. And the Ganta to Tapeta, as you know, they have a roll. But how do they come about that type of roll? Let's look at it. Okay, let's do a little property. So this is a property, and I'm just cutting it off. Okay, so we take a property that does this. Okay, and I'm just giving you a few area of the property that we're going to be using the row on. Okay, so this is Ganta. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Just bear with me. Somebody. Okay, hold on. Just bear with me, folks. Samson to La Brompa Radio. Okay. All right, we're starting from here, from Ganta. We'll just make it shut. To Tapeta. Okay. So here is the piece of land. All right. So tree, 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 tree. Big tree. That one's a big one. Tree, tree. And we have a creek here. Okay. A creek doing this. That's this. Comes out here. The water coming this way. Okay. So we'll continue with tree, 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 tree. Folks, it's going to be interesting. If you have to go, you have to go, you have to go. Okay? So we have some hill here. Hill. Some hill here. Hill. And we have another hill here. Big one. Hill. Of course, we're going to have hill here as well. Okay? So we'll put trees. Trees. And I'll just make it rough now because I need to get stuff going. Tree, these are all green. Wherever you see green is tree, tree. Like brother, forest now. Eh? And what you want? Tree, 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 tree. Okay. All right, enough for tree. So you have this piece of land like this. Okay, like I said, if you have to go, you have to go. But if you stay tonight, you will enjoy yourself. But we have Also, we have another one here, another creek here, doing that, doing this, okay? We have hills, 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 hill here, hill here, hills, hills, hills. All of the reds are hill. Okay, let's put H. Okay. So if you have this, kinds of stuff from Ganta to Tapata, you have I'm just condensing the property here. They're big, but I'm just giving you something. So you send people out and say, I want to put a road from Ganta to Tapata. We know we have a road already, but I'm just telling you what happened. So the surveyor goes out. The surveyor are the people that have the instrument. They put it down, they take shot. Okay. So they come back and give you bunch of shots. Bunch of shots. Okay, boom, 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 all over here, all over shots, all over, creek shot and everything. All these things are all shots at different elevation, different elevation, all over. So they give it to you. It's okay. So you take this. Remember now, the two things I want you to take into consideration here. Three, actually, you have four. You have trees, you have hills, you have creeks, and then you have Tapeta to Ganta. Okay? So they bring this thing in, and I put it in the computer, and the computer show me this model of this. Okay. So you come out, say, okay, what do I want to do with this? I'm going from Ganta to Tapeta. So I'll come out, okay? I'm starting here. It's a small tree here. I don't care. I go, but look, there's a big hill here. So if I go on this side, I'm going to meet up with some trees. So I say, okay, that's fine. I go here. And then I come back here. I pass the hill. I want to go between these trees now. Okay. Come here. If I go in the middle, there's too much. Come here. I'm going to go between this tree. There's a hill here. I don't want to deal with this hill. No, I want to go through this hill. I go here. Now, the question now is this. Up here, the creek is smaller. Down here, the creek is bigger. Which one economically, where do I put my bridge that will be economically feasible? So I want to go to the small side because it's easy, the bridge going to be small. I can even put cover over there. But if I come to the big side here, I need longer span for the bridge. It's going to cost me more money than concrete. So we'll go back up here. You see why I did here? Now I say, okay, the hill, you saved me. So I come from here, I go straight out here to the bridge. And then I miss the other hill. I come out. Same thing here, I get here, I come to the small side, and I go out. This now becomes I'm not going to dodge the hill. I'll go through it. This, my people, becomes the alignment. Okay? This becomes the alignment of the road that I'm gonna have. Okay. So now let's take this with all these trees. Okay. And people are gonna come out and mark the trees that need to be cut and the tree that are gonna be saved. Okay. So let's look at them. So I say this other tree I'm taking out. The tree gone. This gone. This gone. This gonna be gone. This gonna be gone. That gonna be gone. This gonna be gone. This other tree, that tree, and so forth. So I take this road now. Remember now, here, hill here. So I come from Ganta. I'm doing profile now for you. Okay? Before we design the road. So I come from Ganta on the profile now. We start from here. Now this is the road I'm going to be going up and down. Samson told LIBERIA. You don't have to. If you have to be anywhere, that's fine. This is the road. This is the profile of the road. Okay. Let's use the blue. Okay. So in fact, let's use the red for my existing. This is the existing condition of the road that I'm going to be putting there. I do no clearing yet. So the road going to go like this. Go like this. Go like, here, hill, here, where hill. So these two hills, you're going to have a valley here. That's for sure. So I come down. I'm going up on top of the hill. This hill here. I'm missing that hill. I come to the creek here. Of course, if I miss this hill, if I come out here, so the creek here, of course, is to the bottom of the hill. So there's a creek right there. So I come back and I go out. Nothing here seems to be flat. No, it's not. There's a hill here. I come out of the creek. There's a hill. I told you hill here already. So I go down. There's no hill here. I'm flat. I'm flat. There's a small hill here. But guess what? I'm going through that hill and I'm coming down to the creek bottom and I go out like this. This is the up and down of the this is the up and down of the whole profile of the road. So I say, okay, I got this. That's fine. We're going to Tapeta. So I take this row itself now. I want to put my design in there now. Okay. I'm going to hold a point here because we're in Ganta. So I take this. I'm going to cut it. I get here. I'm going to fill it. I get here. I'm thinking to myself, okay. Because as I'm going in here, I'm getting close to the creek. So this is not quite correct. Sorry about that. Okay. Because I want to dump my water, all my water from this place here. I want to dump it to the creek. So let me think about that quick while I'm doing that. Okay. All my water from the area, I want to dump it here. All the water from the place, I want to dump it here. And I want to split it. So half of this going here, half of it coming here, all type of people water coming here, all the people from the area to the gutter, I'm dumping it in here. The intent is I want to make sure when I'm done with this, the roll should be dry. Samson told. Okay, so let's start all over. So I'm keeping this, but I'm cutting. Okay, so I'm going that way, filling. I'm also coming down, cutting. But I'm here at the bottom of this creek. I'm keeping it right there. So I have to keep the creek bottom. I'm not filling anything in. I'll come back. On this here, I'll cut, but not much. And I decided to go straight over here. This big hill here, I'm going to do this. I come in here because there's a creek. And I come back out. I'm going to fill Tapeta people row and bring them out here. Okay? So once again, I have a fill. This is a fill. This is cut. All that is in green is cut, cut, cut. Remember, we got a hill. Now I'm going to fill it again because I'm filling here. Fill and cut. Okay. When you have an existing and you're cutting through, you have to balance. Your earthwork got to balance. Because when you're cutting, unless you have to go and borrow from outside to come and fill these things. Okay? So this is the profile of this row. So let's go ahead and start designing it. It's a very quick one tonight. It's not a big one. Okay? So here, all of the tree that's here, I'm going to, before I do anything else, the reason why I cut all those trees out, let's put a row in there. Okay, so here is the road itself. Okay, all of this is the road itself. Then I come in here. The government say, okay, we want to take certain part to be our alignment. I mean, to be our right of way. So the right of way comes here. Everybody that in here, all the property in here for the government, all the land that in this place here for the government. You can't do anything else. However, the people that own these land, the government got to buy. You don't go take people property using eminent domain. You got to buy. And that's exactly what the government of Samson Toll from Total have done. Okay? On a very serious note. I told you already, here we have water. Here we're going to put something here. Okay? Here we're also going to put something here. So immediately, when I look at this, my row up there, so I can see it's a small area. I'm going to put cover here. So here's the cover. I'm keeping this. I put a cover here. However, when I put this cover now, I'm supposed to be cutting. But because I have the cover that is way above, okay, because I don't, if I put this cover below here, this is the existing condition of the road, I mean, of the waterway. If I drop the cover, I'm digging deeper. So I don't want to do that. So because of that, I take this row as I was supposed to cut here. I'll come back out, do this, cover this, and come out. So all of this now, instead of a cut, this small piece cut, this now going to be filling because I have a cover here. Okay. Now, and I will show you the design of this, how all of this water is supposed to be coming out here. Similar situation here. But when I got here, I said, okay, same thing. We're not going. This is a little bit bigger, so I'm going to put two covers. Okay. I want to put two covers on there. Okay. One here, another one here, and I'll do the same thing because I have to cover it. But guess what? I'm going to do a little bit of this so the water can go out. Okay. All right. I can put a crest here, take the water out of it. Okay. So if I'm ready to do this, first thing is, I've already known how wide I want this road to be. This road that I'm going to be putting down, I want it to be 12 foot, 12 foot, 4 foot shoulder, 4 foot shoulder, 3 feet hinge point, 3 feet hinge point, and whether I'm going to go up or come down, I will decide that. Based on the elevation of this area, we're going to go from station. Like once again, I can call this station 0 plus 0, 0. 25, I'll go 50. 50, no, yeah, 50, 100. So this is now 1 plus 0, 0. 1 plus 0, 0. 50, 2 plus. So at this point, I'm just putting 2. 50 at this cover. 50, 3 plus. 50, 4 plus. Those are the station. Station 400, station 500, station 550, because I'm doing 54 interval. In other words, I'm going from 0. The next station is 50. The next station from 50 to 50, that's 100. That's 200. Next station, 250, 300. 350, 400, 450, and so forth. So you see what I'm doing? It's the station that's going to determine where these things are. Okay? But just to make things short, I said this was going to be at what? 2 plus 50. So I make it easy for myself. Okay, 4, 450, 5. 550, 6, 650. Okay? Those are the station. Again, once again, this is 5. 5 plus 0, 0. Not just 0, 0. Not 500. Of course, it's 500, but it's 5 plus 0, 0. Okay? So this is what we're going to have. Okay? This is 2 cover, 1 cover. Here, I'm filling in. What do you think happened when you're filling in? What you have when you're filling in, you're going to have something like this. Okay, when you're filling in here, most likely, you're going to have a hill that goes like this, right? And you have a valley that goes like this, so you have to fill it in. So if you do that, and you look at it from the other side, the hill, usually hill goes like this. Okay, hill goes like this. Okay, hill goes like this. Okay, this is the top of the hill. See, you're lifting it up. That's the top of the hill. Everything else. So if this is the top of the hill, water coming here, water going that way, water coming this way, water coming this way, water coming that way. So if you look at it from the other side, you're going to have something like this. But this is 2 view. I'm showing you if I turn the hill around, if I have the power to turn this hill around, this is what it's going to look like. Let's look at it again. Okay, but if I give you straight view, that's what it's going to do. I want you to see what I'm going to be doing here. Okay, Sam St. Tour, LIBERIA Public Radio. I'm on it. I'm on it. That's fine. Okay, so when you do these things, okay, I come out here from 0, 0 plus 0, 0. Okay, so like I said, this is what 30-minute stuff. Usually when you're doing these things, you take time from the process that I just gave you here. You're talking almost 6 months. Just to lay out this, you're talking 6 months. Not even here yet. But I'm giving it to you in what, 5-10 minutes. So I take this roll. Okay. I'll take this roll. Let's do this. Let's do here. Right here. Okay. So say this part. Okay. This side, we got a hill here. We got a hill here. So obviously this side is heavier. Okay, if you go on it, if you're looking at it this way, you're going right. This is right side, and that's the left side. Okay, so if you're going this way, your right side. So this side is heavier. Okay, so this is it, and on this station here. So hill, I'm going that way. Okay, I'm going that way. This side go like that, and flat, maybe not so flat, going like this. Little small, and then go up. But I'm coming in with my design. So I like this, but I want to design it in a way that I will still be able to have that. So I'm keeping this. Okay. What do I want to do here? Remember now, what do we have here? Didn't I say cut? So from here all the way, everything that I do here, I'm going to be cutting, because the black line is my profile. So my profile will be on the existing ground because I'm cutting. All right. So I hold this position and I make this cut. I make this cut and I make this. So right now, this is what I have. If I were to take this, this is the center line. If I were to take that and bring it down here, okay, just from here to this station now. What station was it? 150, 0 plus 50. Okay. So from here, Okay. All right. We'll come out. Okay. 0 plus 50. So we have it existing. This thing existing. It's doing this to us. So we'll bring it down. That existing roadway, existing ground, we're doing this, but we're smoothing it out. So I take this out, I'm cutting. Remember I told you before, because I dropped my profile here, so the whole thing here in this area will always be cut. So this is the existing ground. If you cut the ground, this is the existing ground, okay? E.g., existing ground, proposed or finished grade. All right. So let's put the structure section. And the structure section depends on geotech and geotech report. Let's just say we've done our geotech, everything else. Okay. So I come out here. They're giving me structure section of this amount. Okay. They're giving me 0.25 feet of AB. And I will show you later. I will show you guys what the AB is. So out of that, .16 of base, class 2. Okay. And then this one becomes the asphalt. Let me show you what the asphalt look like. Okay. This part here, this little part here is the 4-inch asphalt. Show it. You see, this is the asphalt. You see it here? Let me show it. Show it right here. Show. Zoom in. Okay. You see, this is the asphalt quota. You see how the thing look like? It can't. You're not able to move it unless you use hammer. But look how smooth the bottom is, because it sits on the base. Look here. Look here. Zoom in. Zoom in. Come. Zoom in. Zoom in. You see the difference? You see the difference between these two asphalt? You see the difference here? The part one is they have a lot of opening. The bottom one is dense. They call this open gray, and they call it dense gray. Okay? You see the difference? You see the difference? You see the line going through like this? You see how there's one on top different? Those are the things that if you look at the Liberian asphalt, you're not going to get something like this. Okay? So right here, that's the difference. This one I just show you. This one I just show you. This is the top one, and here is the bottom. Then I have the base. Okay? So I'll come out here and say, okay, we're going to go from this station to there. I say this one go from 0 plus 0, 0 to 0 plus 50. That's the condition. Then I come out here and do the same thing. Now let me quickly do the design of the cover. Samson told LeBron Public, if you missed them one tonight again, you're missing something. Let's look at the design of the cover right here now. This cover, like I said, we're gonna put it from here all the way out here. And remember now, the row 12 feet, 12 feet. Okay? And I will give it also 12 feet, 12 feet, that's 24. 4 on that side, 4 on this side. 28, 32. 32 feet total. Okay. So let's look at it. Okay. Here, I'm cutting it through. Okay, I want you to look at it through the cover. I'm cutting this cover in half. Boom, and I want you to look at it. From that, I'm cutting the row right there, and I want you to look at it. Okay. Once again, here we have existing hill that goes up like this, and we have a bottom. So let's first of all put the existing in there. On this station now, we have this hilltop that does this, and we have another hilltop that does this. Okay, and this is what we say we're doing. We're putting the cover here, and then we say we're going to fill it in. Okay, we're going to fill it in. Okay, so let's take this whole thing and turn it around. Okay, this is what we say we're doing. I'm just blowing. So let's take this whole thing and turn it around. All right. Okay. Samson told LIBERIA Radio. Okay. So if you take this whole row and turn it around now, this is what you're going to get. The cover. This is the pipe. Okay. The pipe that's in here. All right. So, but the row is sitting on top of the pipe. Okay. Before we said this row was going like this, was doing this to us. This existing condition, okay, was doing something like this to us. All right. So we have this existing. Okay. I say come out here. But we said we're going to fill it in. So we were filling it in like this. But here's the fill in part that I want you to understand now. So I come out here. The row itself, okay, once again, this is the center of the row. Remember now, I not turn the row like, sideways. So don't think I'm looking at it like that. I cut this and I want you to look inside now. So this pipe is there, okay? The water coming in, going this way, coming out this way. All right? So you see the pipe? Okay. So I come out here. And if those of you that drive, sometimes when you see the creek, when you see pipe, you don't fill this pipe once, both sides. But remember we said we're going to cut it. We're going to fill it. So I come out here. I'm stopping it here. I take it out. I stop there. And then I go like that. So this thing is sitting underneath the pipe, underneath my row. Okay? Because water coming this way is going out. It's going underneath the row. Okay? So my structure section, once again, my structure section is this one again. Okay? The structure section has nothing to do with the flow of the pipe. The structure section has nothing to do. The flow of the pipe is what I'm going to be doing down here. How do I lay this pipe? That's what has the flow of the pipe. So I'm going to have a slope here for the water to go through. Okay? So if I'm done with this, okay? If I'm done with this, now let's turn this thing this way now. Let's go ahead and cut this pipe this way. And once again, look that way. Okay? We're cutting the row, and let's look at it the other way. If you look at this pipe and this thing, you have this. This, I know most of you have seen that. This pipe here, gonna go like this. Okay. So if you look at it, if you look at this pipe like that, you're looking at it. They call it wing wall. Show my pipe and my wing wall. Okay. So the pipe is here, water going through, but guess what? The wing walls come and take out on this. There's an angle here. Okay. All along, I have my structure section of the row itself is way up here. I'll just draw it up there like that. Okay. It sits on top of that pipe. My pipe is under the ground. When I do this, I will allow the water to go through. All right? Does it make sense? If not, please say so. Let me see what people are saying. No, this is not classroom, man. This is not classroom. I'm just showing because eventually when I start telling you about Dole community, why these things are not done, so it's not a matter of classroom. All right? Okay. All right. So this how we do the water business, because I keep telling you the best thing you want to do is to get the water off the road. But this is how you grew it. I took and you will do the same thing for these two pipes. These two pipes. But if you're doing the two pipes, because since unless they're on top of one another, you won't see it. You won't see the other pipe. But when you come here, let's just say you would finish with this, and we're doing the same thing here. Okay? Okay. That will give you your two pipe. All right? On the whatchamacallit. Okay? This is how when you're going to do these things, you have to think through, what am I doing? All right? What am I doing? Why am I doing these things? That's the question you ask yourself. Okay? Now, the reason I'm showing you this because eventually I'm going to be doing some real row design here. I will lay out the row, okay, with a real ruler and what have you. So you will see. But this is the intent. You have a roadway like this that have trees and things, and you want to get rid of by this time. In fact, one of the things you want to do here, this is ES. I told you before, ETW, ETW, ES. Okay, okay, 12, 12. So anyway, that's that. I just want to show you how this thing is done. This here now, I can come here and put my center line. Okay. So if you do this, now this is a bowl that I don't have straight edge and anything like that. So the curve and thing, I'm gonna try to get me something that will get me some smooth line. But this is how this whole thing is worked out. Okay. Now Let's go back to Dole community. Okay. And I'll just stay here because I'm almost done. Let's talk about Dole community. Okay. First thing is you want to know what is the reason people in Ganta they're going to Tapeta. How many cars going to Tapeta a day? Okay. You want to know that. Besides the car that going to Tapeta, how many trucks that go to Tapeta from Ganta a day? Besides the trucks, how many buses that go to Tapeta a day? When you know all of those type of information, then it's easy to see. Just tighten it. Don't go up and down. Just tighten it. Okay. When you have those kinds of information, that will give you good reason to know what you want to do and how you want to do it. Samson to Labrador Public Radio. I hope those of you that stay with me, I seriously appreciate you guys. And I tell you thank you. But I hope you will write something to say, oh, you're not doing it right, or this is not the way it's supposed to go. Yes, this man coming here. He has no clue on what I'm doing. Yeah, he is. Robert, Josh, this living thing, no, this live thing now not so easy or classroom. You know how long Labrador Public Radio been existing? Have you checked to see how long Labrador Public Radio been existing, George? You don't know. So you can't just come out here. These are the kind of comments that really get to me sometimes. You can't just come out here and make a comment like that. You have the right to make any kind of comment. But this is not the kind of comment you want to make. Labrador Public Radio been existing going to almost 10 years. Okay? So it's not like we want to go live. We spend money on these things. So we're not just sitting down there and say we want to go live. Do you see anybody over my head here? If I want to bring somebody in right now, the person will be right there on the side. It's not going to be over my head. When you make these kind of comments, you make people feel like everything people's doing is just for nothing. And that's why you're getting kind of thing you're getting like, bro. Because you have no clue when people are talking. Instead, you say, okay, let me sit down and listen to it, and you want to condemn. That's ridiculous. You think all these things I'm showing you, I just show you, you think that's something I just pull from over the air? It's taken years to learn these things. Come here, come here. You don't want to come and get out. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway. Anyhow, folks, Samson to Labrador Public Radio. Let me give you a little music while I'm trying to straighten myself up. All right. Okay, folks, let me just show you this part of the row again, and I'll be closing. Okay, here's some of the stuff that I'm talking about. This man come out here and make the kinds of statement. Look at the thing they're giving you. Look on the side there. Look on the side. You talk about classroom. If you had a classroom from the beginning, you won't have this kind of thing. This is not how it's supposed to be done. And when people tell you they spend their money to try to tell you something, you think, oh, they live thing here, that's something now, a classroom. You don't want classroom, get off. Okay, folks, this is Samson to Labrador Public Radio. I'm going to say good night to all of you. We will do the best we can. I'm not too sure if I want to come on tomorrow. Depends on what the situation is going to be. I might find myself coming on tomorrow. I want to thank all of you that tune in. We do these things not because we want job. I say that again. Eventually, I will show you, because I'm like I said, once I close this thing, I'm going to get on the project. I don't want to call the name of the project because then people would know. But I'm going to get on the project here and start working, just like what I've been doing here. I'm going to be doing it, and hopefully by tomorrow or Monday, I should be able to get all of that section completed and send it to them in Liberia. So now I'm not just here to open my mouth for nothing. Fast and they're not paying me. I'm doing it free. So don't come over here. This young man really got to me here tonight. I don't know why. Don't come here and come make comment that you think you don't know about me, man. So once I get off here, I'm going to go. Not only am I talking, but I'm showing as well. Okay? I will show you some stuff eventually that comes out of public works. And see, because here's the reason why I'm laying this groundwork. Once I'm done and people get to understand what these things are, and I show you what public work has, and then you tell me whether it's correct or not correct. See? That's the reason. But I'm not here to bluff. I'm not for bluffing business. They're not for job either. If I'm so in Nathaniel Cry Report, they pay me a lot of money. When I leave from here right now, I call Nathaniel. Nathaniel call Alfonso will be on the phone all night. Because we believe in ourselves. Okay? Not only do we believe in ourselves, we believe what we're doing. So we spend the money. Okay? Those of you that are willing to give us something from time to time, we appreciate it. Because you believe in us as well. But you can't come out here, things you have no control over. And you're going to come and make yourself so simple like that by making the kind of statement. It just shows your limit of understanding is very, very low, George. I'm sorry, but I'm just telling you. You know, for somebody to come and you think, man, I got nothing to do. I spend 8 hours at work. Then when I come home in the evening, I do this kind of stuff to show what is happening. Then you're going to come and make the kind of statement that doesn't even... Let me let that go. Samson told LeBron Public Radio will continue to be on it. Once again, before I leave, the intent here of these type of stuff that I'm doing is not to degrade. It's not to condemn. I'm just saying these things are not being done correctly. And eventually it's going to affect all of us. Because the little tax money that they're using, if they do it correctly, it will last. Then they're not going to come back 2-3 years from now and start fixing things. They're probably going to use that money to apply to students' loan, to apply because Dr. We are continuing to pay people's school fee. Maybe next time, if the money is to save from here, they can use that money to send some people's kids to school. That's all this thing is about. It's not about being showing off. How many times, since you've been here, how many times, you haven't cost anybody? That's the intent. Good night, folks. Sam Sinto, LeBron Paul Radio. I'll say good night to all of you.
Sabakia na